Welcome to a new video about Pandora FMS. On this occasion, we will talk about services. Services are groupings of IT resources that we make based on their capabilities. They are logical groupings that include hosts, routers, switches, firewalls, and even other services. They usually represent the infrastructure that supports a business model. We can consider the following as services: an official website, an online store, a CRM, a support application, or even a set of printers. Services in Pandora FMS are groupings of monitored items whose individual status affects in some way the status of the service being provided. As we have seen in other videos, basic monitoring in Pandora FMS consists in the collection of metrics from different sources, representing them as modules. Service monitoring allows you to group these models in such a way that by playing with certain margins based on the accumulation of failures, you can monitor groups of different elements and their relationship in a larger and more general service. The monitoring of services in Pandora FMS allows you to check the status of a global service. You will be able to know if your service is being provided normally, degraded, or if it has been interrupted. Let's imagine that you want to monitor your Pandora FMS installation. To do this, you must keep the following components in mind: the Pandora FMS database, the Pandora FMS server, and the visual console. These three elements represent the mainstay of Pandora FMS. These are the main components you need to work with the tool. Thanks to the system of weights of the services, you can define the importance of the different elements represented. In this case, the most critical challenges are the server and the database. If either element fails, Pandora FMS will not be able to operate, so they will be assigned a weight of 100%. You will also be aware of the monitoring of the essential components for each of these two elements, so that when any of them fall, it will propagate their status to the parent elements, triggering a drop of the represented service. When working with this functionality, you can choose to alert specific elements by evaluating them according to their criticality. They help you limit the number of the received alerts, track the compliance level, and simplify the visualization of the monitoring of your infrastructure. In order to establish a service tree, you must have each element monitored that may affect the proper functioning of your application. With the Pandora FMS console, you will define a service tree in which you will indicate both the elements that affect your application and its degree of importance. To indicate to what degree they affect the status of the different elements, you will use a weight sum system, so that the most important ones will be the most relevant ones to adjust the overall status of the entire service to an incorrect status before the less important elements. When it comes to alerting possible families in defined services, Pandora FMS will allow you to establish a cascading protection system for alerts, so you can always define which components of the service you want alerts to trigger for. Next, we will see how to create a service in the Pandora FMS console. To do this, you must take into account that the elements of services may represent modules, complete agents, or other services. Service values are calculated using the prediction server, which uses the default interval of the prediction modules. So the first step will be to enable it in the Pandora FMS server configuration. Before you start creating the service, you must have all the devices monitored that you want to include. Once this is done, you just need to go to the following menu: Topology Maps, Services. To create a new service, you only have to click the Create button and start creating the service by filling out the form that you see on the screen. The fields that we find are as follows: Name corresponds with the service name. Description of the service, group to which the service belongs. Mode, the mode in which the weight calculation of the elements will be performed. This can be manual, the weights will be entered manually into the service and the elements. Automatic, the critical threshold value is 1 and the warning value 0.5. These values will be assigned automatically. Simple, you only have to indicate whether an item is critical or not. Critical, the weight threshold required to declare the service as critical. Weight thresholds are calculated by adding the weight of the elements belonging to this service. Warning, the weight threshold required to declare the service in warning status. Agent to store data. The service needs to store the generated data in special prediction modules, so you need to create an agent to store it. Quiet. It enables silent mode. It will not generate alerts or events. Cascade protection. To enable cascading protection of the service elements. This will not generate alerts or events if they belong to a service that is in a critical status. Favorite is a token to turn the service into favorite, which will provide you a direct link in the lateral menu. Calculate continuous SLA for this service. Enables the creation of SLA and SLA value modules for the current service. If this option is disabled, once the service has been created, the data history of these modules will be deleted and information will be lost. SLA interval is the time range for performing the SLA calculating of the service. SLA limit represents the status threshold of the service as OK, so that it is considered as a positive SLA for the period of time that you configured in the previous field. Warning service alert. This is the alert template that the service will use to issue the alert when it is passed to a warning status. Critical service alert status. An alert template that the service will use to issue the alert when the service goes critical. Critical SLA alert. An alert template that the service will use to issue the alert when the SLA is not met. Once you have filled out the form, you will have an empty service that you will have to fill out with service items as you will see right now. The first thing will be to select configuration elements in the mentioned form. Once you are in the new menu, you will see the service item management screen. You can define the type to define the element as a service, module or agent. The agent option is an agent finder which will only be visible if you have previously chosen module or agent. Module. Here you will choose the previously defined agent module. Service, which contains a drop-down list of previously created services. That is why, if you want a service in several layers, you must organize everything as different subservices, some containing others. In this way, you can have a service of as many levels as you want. With your service already created, we can end the video of creating services with Pandora FMS. I hope this video has been useful and will help you work with Pandora FMS. Like and subscribe if you liked it. Remember that if you are interested in trying Pandora FMS Enterprise, you can contact us to get a free 30-day trial. Thank you very much for your time, and we look forward to seeing you in future tutorial videos.